If you're not okay during this holiday season, this episode is for you. And no, I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. I'm not going to try to force the holiday mood on you. I just want to chat about some ways that you can make this season a little bit more bearable for you and to bring a little bit more hope. Hey everyone, I'm Sharanda and welcome to Grace for the Journey. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If it is not, welcome back. Glad to have you back joining us. And so today we're just going to be talking about some ways to manage the holiday season for persons that may just literally be going through it. Because let's be real, a lot of people are going through it. And we could escape it throughout the year. You know, you could hide out, but then towards the end of the year, there's family gatherings, there's work gatherings, there's expectations from family members, expectations from friends, expectations from children, and all the things that just could make whatever someone is going through feel a little heavier or feel a little bit more overwhelming. And a lot of people are here walking around with a smile, but in here there's no smile. And so there's many people that may not actually be looking forward to the holiday season or any holiday season rather. So this is for you guys, no matter what it is that you're experiencing, whether it's just you just don't like this time because it reminds you of somebody, whether you lost a job or lost a person or experiencing some form of grief, or it's just maybe it's just so stressed out. There are so many people that are experiencing health issues. So whatever it may be, this is just a few ideas that you can take or leave could help you possibly get through the holiday season a little bit better. First one, I would say do whatever you have to do to not. First thing I would say is don't feel pressured to have to attend every event that you are invited to. And honestly, this could go for anyone, really, even if you're not really stressed out. Sometimes we feel like we can't say no. And there's some people you probably shouldn't say no to all the time, but there are many things and many people hosting, and literally some people go from one event to the next event to the next event to the next event. So if you're someone who are already feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and I'm all for community. Community is great. So there will be some spaces that may be good for you to be in, but don't feel like you have to be in every single space. And know your people. Know the spaces that bring you joy, know the spaces that make you smile, and know the ones that just stress you out. So that's the ones you probably need to pop in, like, I don't know, 20 minutes after you have some joy and before you go to the next place. I don't know. Know the ones that you have to be like, I'm sorry, I can't make it this time, or I'm sorry, I can only come for 30 minutes because I have this other event I need to attend, or whatever it is, maybe. The point is, don't feel like you have to go every place you're invited to. Okay? Next, I would say, please find some time to yourself and to reflect. And while there are introverts and there's extroverts, some people love being around other people, some people love being by themselves. Realistically, as human beings, we have to be by ourselves. We have to be okay being with ourselves for a little bit, and sometimes we avoid it because it could be painful. Maybe we get carried away with our thoughts, and maybe we just don't like what happens when we're by ourselves. But make sure if you are going through a tough season, if you are extra stressed this holiday season, that you spend some time by yourself. Not a lot, it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm not saying isolate yourself, but make sure if all the noise is just getting too much, that you do take some time to be by yourself and to just reflect on how you actually is feeling, to gather your thoughts, gather your true feelings. And it's funny, you even could do it like if you're at a party. I know a few people that are coming to mind right now. If there's an event, whether they're hosting or not, they will disappear for 5 minutes or so to regroup and come back because it's just too noisy. And that's okay. Honestly, I love it actually. And I know when I scan the room and I'm like, where's this person? Like, Yeah, they probably went to take a quick nap, or they probably went to take a quick, breather so they could come back and be better. And this season can actually just be stressful for anybody. It's just so much expectations, and it's so commercialized right now, right? And it could be so stressful for just anyone. So imagine if you're already going through something really hard. Take the pressure off. Take a moment for yourself. And if you're a believer, take a moment with you and God and just be. Just be. And that means many things to many people, or I should say many different things to different people. So I'm gonna leave it just there as that. Next thing that I would say, if you're going through a really, really tough season during this time, have a safe person. I hope that everyone here has one person that they feel safe around. I don't want to be naive to think that everyone has tons of friends or whatever, tons of community that they can call on. Thankfully, if you are one of those people, and I'm grateful to be one of them, that's great, but not everybody has it. But I hope that there is a safe person, even if it's just one, or if it has to be someone who is not close to you, but just somebody you can reach out to and let them know, hey, this time is really sensitive for me. Please check on me if you don't hear from me, or if you don't see me for whatever amount of time, or something like that. Or let somebody know what you may not need to give them details, but let somebody know what you're going through or how you're feeling, and just ask them to be your person for this season. And I know this one comes with a lot of vulnerability, but truthfully, I've said it over and over and over again. It's really hard to make it in this world with all the challenges and all the things that are happening without people. So even if it's just the one person, just let them know, hey, I need you to check on me. Or you check in, tell them, like, I'll check in on you. Tell them, I'll check in and let you know if I'm good or if I'm not good. Find a safe person if you're already feeling anxious, or you're already feeling overwhelmed, or you just know the season just going to be doing too much, right? So that's something I would say that you can try to do. And I think it will be very, very helpful once you have the right person to help get you through. Remember, you don't have to do life alone. You weren't made to do life alone, no matter who's hurt you before, no matter what has happened. And I'm not discounting it, because you might have gone through something very, 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 very tragic. Unfortunately, sometimes the people we have trusted the most have been the ones that disappointed or hurt us. So I know that happens, but I am crazy enough to believe there's still a person out there that is meant to be your person, that is meant to be a good friend, meant to be a destiny helper, I like to call them. And they are there, and you can, like, I pray that if you don't know who they are, that they will find you this season. You'll be able to help get through this season with somebody that's rooting for you and wants to see you pull through. So find your must-dos and the things that are special to you, the things that are important to you. And then everything else, make it optional. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about where to go and the places to go, but even financially. Because believe it or not, finances bring on a whole lot of stress on people because of the pressures to do. So they may feel like they have to give here, they have to give there, they have to give there, and do all of these different things. But I'm not going to get into it. Personally deep down, which is really, really, really important to you. And I think we need to stop letting people like bully us into doing things we don't want to do. Like, they're not even really bullying us. We're allowing them to bully us because we feel bullied and we feel pressured. If we could just sit and be like, what is really important to me during the season? Do I want to buy gifts for my kids? Do I want to buy gifts for my parents? Do I want to take my family somewhere? Do I want to go on a vacation? Do I want to invest? Whatever that means to you. Everybody's an individual, but do the things that really matters, the things that matters most. And most of the time, that does have to do with loved ones and people around us. But it could be so much more, right? A lot of people find time to give to others that don't have. So whatever that means to you, you know what matters most. and do what matters most to you. Make everything else optional because you don't need any added stress. And what I would say too is, I'm a person of faith, and I've been through some crazy, challenging times, and I know there are some situations that could really make this season not what you expect and not what you want it to be. And it could literally shift. It could shift your perception of the whole season, really. And it could shift your mood and cause anxiety and all of that. And honestly, you may not be at the place to make the best out of it, I guess I would say. But I remember 3 years ago when my daughter was in the hospital, and I was so positive and so certain she would be out by Christmas, because why would she be in the hospital during Christmas? And she had never really been hospitalized before. And it was a huge deal. Like, I was like, I want her out before Christmas. And I was really making a big deal about it, as I believe I should, and if that's you too, you fight for what you want. But unfortunately, she was not out. So she spent Christmas in the hospital. So now I have a daughter in the hospital, and I had 3 more that were not. And I had to pivot. We as a family had to pivot as how are we going to make this work. But something I learned and experienced being there, she got so much gifts from just foundations and from people who just thought about the people that are in the hospital. There are some people that live in the hospital, some children that live there. There's schools and tutoring and stuff happening in the hospital, because some people have some really terminal things and illnesses that they're experiencing. And it shifted my perspective, because I knew, like, wow, this is the first time I've experienced this. And it's very unfortunate that I have to experience this, but there are kids that have experienced this for years and years and years and years. And I'm like, how do I make this happen? How do I make this work? So while I'm not forcing my idea of shifting your perspective and being grateful no matter what, because I do understand it could be challenging to just jump into that. That was what helped me. That is what helped me pivot during a very stressful holiday season when I anticipated it to look different. We can't be two places at once. So, like, how do we be at the hospital? How do I allow the other kids to enjoy? And we made it happen. We made it work. And once again, like I'm a big fan of community. Community came in great for that. But while I won't force it down your throat, I will challenge you to see, okay, these things aren't going the way I want, and this isn't happening, but what could I do with where I'm at and what I have to actually try to enjoy, or at least be at peace? That's a better word, to be at peace with what's happening. Even though I'm believing for things to change, I just don't want to be stressed, and I don't want to be angry. So what could I do? How could I make the situation better? I can't change it. So how do we find a silver lining here? So it's a challenge. I'm not throwing it down your throat, because I get it. Sometimes you're just not there yet. And that's fine. Go at the pace that you're at. But if you can do it, it's something that really helped me after I got through the anger and I got through the pain, that that initial force of things not going my way and this is not how this is supposed to look. I was able to open my eyes a little bigger or wider and see, okay, you know what? I'm still alive. We're still alive here. We have hope. It's not the end of the world. It sucks. It feels like the end of the world, but what could I do? This is where we're at. This is just what it is. I can't change the situation. It's out of my hands. So what could I do with this situation? How do I make it better? How do I make everybody smile a little bit? It's not ideal, but what can we do to make it work? So that's what I would say to you, anyone that, this season is just not ideal right now. And there's so many things that happen that are out of our hands. It's like there's nothing, our hands are tied. And I see you, I feel you. I may not have experienced every single thing that you guys may experience or may be experiencing, but I've experienced some things, and the holidays could really make it a little bit more hectic if we allow it, you know. So those are just a few tips. There's so much more, and honestly, sometimes we know exactly what to do. We just need to take the time to sit and really find out, you know, what it is that I should do to make the season easier and lighter for me. So I'm gonna leave you with that, and I pray that you find hope or you hold on to whatever hope you have. I know that seasons change, and I know that when we're in something really tough, it feels like it's never going to end. Um, I don't know exactly what you're going through, but I do pray that you are able to smile and you are able to find peace during this time. And I pray that when you get on the other side of whatever it is that you're experiencing, that you would be stronger, you would be wiser, that you would be able to enjoy for all the pain that you would have gone through. And you know, we call it beauty for ashes, right? So whatever the ashes are right now in your life, and if the holidays are making it worse, I just pray that when you get through it, that you'll come out stronger and ready to conquer all. I really do pray that, because it's tough going through certain things. It's really tough, but you know, I feel like you can do it. You can get through it. We believe with our faith that God doesn't give us anything that we can't handle. And that sounds cliche, but the thing is, when you do it with Him, His word says that His strength is made perfect in our weakness. So if He doesn't give us anything that we can't handle, but He also says that when it gets too hard, I'll carry it for you. So when you put the two and two together, like, He's there with you. He will carry it. He says that He will be with us through the storms. He will be with us through the fires and all. So He doesn't say it won't happen, that they won't come, but He's right there with us. And if we stick in there and keep pushing, He will help us get to the other side. So having said that, I wish you a peaceful, restful Christmas. I pray that you enjoy at least some parts of it. I'm trying to be very realistic here. And I do pray that some things happen to make you smile. And I pray that people will show up for you this year. And with that, I want to say, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and holiday and New Year. It has been real. It's been a real 2025. Like, we made it. Like, we actually made it here. And I'm going to do one last gratitude episode, but that's pretty much it for 2025. And when I first started off, like, we weren't doing seasons. I didn't know what I was doing. Do I do seasons quarterly? Like, what am I even doing? So this whole, from I started to this time, has been one season. So I think now we're coming to the end of this season. We'll call it, we'll end the first season for 2025. But it's been great. Thanks for rocking with me. And we'll see you guys in the gratitude episode. And then I'll see you in 2026. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. See you next time.